kedatangan orang Australia ya ke satu Banda Aceh.
Society because they are afraid that maybe they will get judged by the people and they're afraid. Of course, they're afraid because they feel like I'm different from them and maybe they just fell me apart because I try to learn someone language. So, what is your opinion? How you can manage to handle that?
So why they should learn English is exactly what your teacher had said before about being a global citizen. If you are only learning Indonesian, you're limiting your own opportunity to Indonesia and maybe Malaysia and parts of Singapore. You know, the regions which speak and understand that language. As soon as you learn English, you're then allowing yourself to have like a lot of different opportunities and pathways open up to you. So whether that's coming to like Australia or Europe or even the US, paths of anywhere really. Like, no matter where you go, there will always be English speakers. And whatever role you're in, the most dominant language, especially in Western countries, is English. So the only reason you should be learning English, like the main reason you should be learning English is for yourself, because it's only going to benefit you. And then with being afraid to talk English, especially in Western countries like Australia, there is a very, very high population of immigrants and people that come to the country that weren't born there. So it is very well known that not everybody speaks perfect English, and you will encounter other people which don't speak perfect English, and that's normal. It's a multicultural society, and no matter where you go, like America, the UK, any major country, they all rely on immigration. Canada as well, and they've all become multicultural societies. So not everybody there speaks perfect English either. Especially our experiences. We go out to certain areas in Sydney, for example, that's very, very Chinese dominant, and they speak with a Chinese accent in English, and they don't speak perfect English, but it's fun. They communicate, they're learning. These are people that have been in the country like maybe 1 year. It's all part of them, like learning how to speak the language, and they're only getting better at it. But they're now running like they own shops and businesses, and they're doing all of that in a country where they're not very confident in the language, but they're still doing it. Yeah, and it's fun. People, yeah, it's very fun.
Also, it's very important to learn another language like English because you can gain more knowledge. You shouldn't limit yourself to like only knowing one language. If you know more than one language, you can talk to more people. You can learn more things, especially like Arabic, the Quran. You can learn the definition, the meaning behind the words. Like he said, you can also go to other countries, you know the language, communicate, get higher education if you want university. It's very big. Also, you shouldn't be afraid to learn language. Everyone starts somewhere. Like I learned my native language, Bosnian. When I first started, it was a bit hard for me, but I just practiced and got more and more better. I think it should be the same for you guys, for English especially. English is very important. Like the teacher said, it's a global language. You guys should know something.
Oke, maaf. Ini acara apa dah sebenarnya?
Ini komunitas Inggris dari Satu Banda Aceh. Jadi guru kami menyuruh kami untuk berbicara dengan orang asli dari luar negeri agar untuk mengembangkan cara kami ngomong dalam berbahasa Inggris. Jadi untuk meningkatkan skill kami, bagaimana cara ngomong dengan orang asli dari sana, dan ya itu sangat membantu bagi kami.
Dari mana kalau boleh tahu?
Mereka dari Australia.
Australia.
Ya.
Oke, mudah-mudahan nanti sukses dunia akhirat ya. Oke.
Terima kasih.
Ya, maaf namanya siapa?
Alifa Safira.
Oke, makasih Alifa.
Sama-sama Bu.
honest.
Maaf, ini kan lagi ada tamu dari Australia. Bagaimana pendapatnya dengan ada acara seperti ini?
Mungkin dapat melatih cara speaking dan kepribadian untuk jadi saya untuk berbicara bahasa Inggris dengan orang luar negeri langsung.
Oke, terima kasih. Namanya siapa?
Teguh Nawal Putra Aziz.
Oke, makasih ya Teguh Nawal. Mudah-mudahan sukses selalu.
Especially in the major city. I'm not sure, but it could have been racing, but that's, yeah, it's very rare to encounter. Personally, I haven't encountered, and like you won't really see, like targeting hijabis or stuff.
Also, maybe some people like maybe don't understand religion. Like some people like they don't really know like what's in hijab, like why do people shouldn't wear that. So sometimes they maybe question it, like why you're wearing something over your head. So that might be the reason why.
Yeah.
It's like she told me that her friends like she's still in elementary school, but I think like for kids they accept it, like they understand like this kid, oh, she's using hijab, so it's normal. But I don't think like adults know that it is good or not like that.
Yeah. Do you know what part of Sydney she was from?
No.
That's not. Yeah, I think it's yeah, it's definitely getting better, getting worse. Yeah, which is good, especially like when you enter the workplace as well, like at work. It's very, very diverse. You'll find a lot of different people. Sorry. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Is that have a police academy to prepare to get a police
What was that one, sir?
before get preparation to get police?
Yeah.
A police in Australia have a police academy.
Police academy, so before they graduate, they prepare the police from high school. Yeah, that's the equivalent to the same.
There is, but you don't have. You can do it any time. But yeah, there is police academy. Is police the same as is police different to the army? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like police academy there. If you want to go right after high school, like after you finish school, you can. Yeah. It's like one year maybe.
Sir, I have a question. What is your experience to be Muslim in Australia?
Oh. Well.
Like I live in like a Western Sydney, like like different region. It's different region city. So the region I live in Sydney, like it's mostly Muslims. So it's like mosques obviously. It's very comfortable to live there because everyone else around you is Muslim too. So it's not too bad. You get used to it.
Yeah, same. I live like 5 minutes from Sydney. But like even in the workplace, for example, I work with a lot of non-Muslims, and if they're doing something, for example, like we have lunch or they're like, yeah, we go for lunch or dinner or something, they organize like halal food and there's no alcohol and things like that. Like it's very welcoming, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, even for like jobs,
Yeah.
like for Juma, they give you time to pray. Obviously, they give you time. You can take breaks for prayer and.
It's very accommodating and accepting. Yeah, every student was in public and private.
Oke, sekian dulu liputan langsung oleh Nur Zaitun pada 8 Januari 2025. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.